Good evening, Central UMC, and everyone whose social media platform has put this video on your news feed. I'm Pastor Brandon Gilmore, and it's a privilege for me to speak to you this evening. Doing these videos is new for us here at Central, and so far it seems to be working well. I want to shift gears a little this evening to have a theological reflection with you. I start by asking a question. Are you doing what God has called you to do? Are you becoming holy as God is holy? This is the highest of all our God-given mandates. Be holy as I am holy. At the very beginning of our creation story, we see very clearly that God cares a lot about everything outside of God's self. God cares about creation because God made everything good. God cares about us, humanity. Even when we disobeyed the only mandate in the Garden of Eden, don't eat the fruit. We did it anyway, and yet God still cared for us. Then God cares so much for all of humanity that God sent Jesus, the only begotten Son, to suffer, die, and be resurrected for us. Not God, for us, those outside the triune God. It is also very clear all throughout our sacred scriptures that we are called to put others first. This is what baptism teaches us. We need to die to corrupt ways. We die to all of those selfish parts of our humanity so that we can serve God and others before ourselves. We reinforce this teaching through the Lord's Prayer and the line, "Your," which is God, "your will be done on earth as in heaven." The true Christian life and character is others first. We have the wonderful opportunity to live out our Christian values in this pandemic by putting others first before ourselves. I hear lots of Christians refusing to wear a mask or get a vaccine because of their, and I quote, God-given right. I also hear that because we are free in Christ, we have the freedom to choose for ourselves as to whether or not to wear a mask or get vaccinated. Now, these mindsets are simply incompatible with the real, true Christian faith. As Christians, we surrender our freedoms to Christ. Our God-given rights were stripped from us in the Garden of Eden, and what we have now is God's claim on our corrupt, selfish lives through adopting us as God's children through our baptisms into a new heavenly family. So tonight, I leave you with this challenge. Are you really caring for others? Are you masking up? Are you vaccinated? Are you socially distancing? Are you caring for others the way God has cared for all of creation? Are you following God's mandate to love others as yourself? Blessings. Have a wonderful evening. And I hope to see most, if not all of you, Sunday in church.